Hi there, my name is Mark, and this is Pacific Northwest Solar. Our family has a solar array installed at our property in rural western Washington state, on the west coast of the United States. I've been inspired by other YouTubers to share my experience with our solar array, and how it impacts my power costs. This video details my results from March of 2024, and I hope it will be useful information if you are considering getting solar at your home. Please also see the link to my separate video that gives more details on our installation, listed below in the description. I have added some additional content which I hope you will think is useful. Here's a picture of our 16 kilowatt ground mount solar array. The solar array is directly south facing in one of our pastures, with no trees or other obstructions around it. We have 50 Z and Shine panels, rated for 320 watts each, with Hoymiles M300 micro inverters on the backs of the panels. These micro inverters convert the panel's DC output to 240 volt AC power, which is sent back to the breaker panel at the house. There is only one choice of electricity providers where we live. Currently, the cost of electricity from the grid is the same no matter what day or time it's consumed. No time of use rates. Any power generated automatically goes to usage in the house first, and then any additional is automatically returned to the grid. We get a 1-to-1 credit for each kilowatt hour that we send back to the grid. These credits directly deduct from the power we are charged at the end of the month. As you can imagine, the overall idea is to overproduce in the summer, and use the credits to reduce or eliminate the electricity bill in late fall and winter months. I am using a Sense device in my electric panel to track power generated and power consumed, and I have written a custom Python program to capture real-time metrics for the entire system that I save and analyze. This is what the Sense app looks like, showing the statistics for the month, including solar production, usage, energy to the grid, and energy from the grid. March is really the start of spring, and solar production is growing, exceeding usage for the first time in the year. The fully blended cost for electricity in this month, including all taxes, fees, credits, would be 13.1 cents per kilowatt hour, which is about 9.5 pence per kilowatt hour for my UK viewers. Using this rate, the value of the solar production for this month was $107.67. The cost of my usage would have been $183.81 at this blended rate if I didn't have solar. Here's a look at the solar production for March 2024 by day. Total production for the month was 1,683.6 kilowatt hours, with the lowest day being 10.3 kilowatt hours on March 20th, and the highest being 97.2 kilowatt hours on March 31st. The total monthly production was about double what it was in February. The overall average production per day was 54.3 kilowatt hours. The total amount of hours of sunlight per day went from 11 hours at the start of the month to 12.8 hours at the end of the month, which greatly helps out with solar production. There were quite a few clear and sunny days in the month, as you can see from the chart, and 8 days where production was above 90 kilowatt hours in a day. Here's some additional details for the highest solar production day, March 31, 2024. At my location, the sunrise was at 6:48 a.m. and sunset was at 7:36 p.m. for a total of 12.8 hours of daylight on this day. The highest 1-minute sampled solar production was 13.8 kilowatts at 1:15 p.m. Very impressive production. Sunny for the majority of the day, with a few times of cloudiness. Here is solar production and actual usage plotted together for the highest solar generation day of the month. The morning to high spikes on the usage graph is from the electric furnace turning on. The furnace was on for 43 minutes total, consuming 10.75 kilowatt hours of electricity by itself. The high usage from 4:00 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. was cooking dinner and running the dishwasher. The high usage later in the evening was from multiple loads of laundry. The low temperature of the day was 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius, and the high was 61 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius. Here is solar production, overall usage, energy sent to the grid, and energy from the grid on a per-day basis for the month, relative to each other. Usage in this case is power used by the house, regardless of whether it came from the solar panels or not. The large to-grid spikes were on days with high solar production. From grid is still significant each day, as we are in early spring. Here's a comparison of the March 2022, 2023, and 2024 solar production. Since we now have 3 years of data to look at, it can be interesting to look for patterns. I think the adjustments made to the direction and angle of my solar array last June are starting to pay off. I'm excited to see how it looks at the peak of the solar year in June. As a way of comparison, The PVGIS website suggests that I should get 1,455 kilowatt hours at my location during this month, so I've been above this level for 2 years now. Here is the month-by-month comparison of our usage between 2022, 2023, and 2024, along with the yearly total usage. I have very little control over the solar production, but I have a lot of control over how much power is used. You can see that total electricity usage is down about 1/3 to 1/2 as compared to the previous years, so the changes I have made are definitely showing. Here is the month-by-month comparison of the actual amount that I paid the power utility each month for 2022 through 2024. My bill was $85 this month, which was significantly lower than in the past years. I anticipate that from April to November or December, my bill will be the standing charge of $7.49 each month, with my solar generation and credits covering all my power usage. Here is a graph that shows the lowest and highest recorded temperatures in Fahrenheit from March 2024. It was a bit unusual that we had several days of temperatures below freezing in March, but then we also had a very warm day during March as well. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up so other people will be able to view this video. If you have any other statistics that you would like to see, please leave a comment down below. Have a great solar day and see you next month.